Hey, what's up guys? Welcome back to Jersey Nick Moto. It's time for a little 2019 year in review. That's why I got my little cheat sheet taped to my gas tank here. So let's go take a little ride, talk about 2019. So about a week or so ago, my buddy John down in Tennessee, you might know him as Rollin Stolen on YouTube, he said to me, he said, "Hey Nick, why don't you do a year in review?" I really never thought about that. That's a good idea. So that's what we're going to do today. And what better day to give you a year in review than on New Year's Eve? And just a disclaimer, this is in no way in chronological order. And even with my little cheat sheet, I'm probably going to forget a ton of stuff. But we're just going to do a quick overview of what we did this year on Jersey Nick Moto. So what did we do? Well, I gave you a close-up look at Lola here, my 2015 Road Glide Special. She's the main chick. I gave you a close-up look at Roxy, my 2018 Sportster 48 Special. She's the side chick. We talked about a bunch of different subjects. We talked about motorcycles and mental health. We talked about long distance riding. We talked about traveling. I showed you how I packed my bike for a long road trip. We talked about a lot of other stuff too that I probably can't remember right now. I can tell you I talked about the weather way too much. I told you the temperature way too much. It's 42 right now if you're wondering. One of the coolest things that happened this year is I met a ton of great people because of this YouTube channel. I met my buddy Dan, who lives out in Pennsylvania. That started with, he contacted me for stickers, and we started talking back and forth, and we really formed a great friendship based on riding. We rode a lot together this year. We're making plans for 2020, so I'm really grateful for that. When I was going through Elko, Nevada, I'm sorry Jason, Elko, Nevada, I met up with none other than JP 1970. Such a great guy. You probably all watch his channel already. Just a real dude. What you see on YouTube, that's really him. He was nice enough to hang out with me and Bobby in Elko for a few days and show us around. It was really a good time. And hey man, if I knew you had brothels, I might have stuck around another day. Just kidding, kinda. But yeah, big thank you to Jason. Make sure you check out his channel. Just another great person I met because of this YouTube channel. Another one is the one I mentioned at the beginning of this video, John from Tennessee. You know him as Rollin Stolen on YouTube. And let me tell you, man, when I met John, it felt like I was just talking to an old friend. We had so much in common, and you know, he's originally from New Jersey, and he was just a great guy. I really enjoyed my time hanging out with John. I wish we had more time, and you know, I hope we get to hang out and ride again sometime in the future. I'm sure we will, either here in Jersey or down in Tennessee. And of course, I can't forget another person I met through this YouTube channel this year, my Italian brother, Fabrizio, all the way from Italy, who I got to finally meet and ride with when he was riding coast to coast this past August. And Fabrizio and I, we were talking on Instagram for a few years because he had reached out and asked for advice about motorcycle travel in the US, and just to get a chance to meet him and ride with such a like-minded person that has the same love and respect for long-range motorcycle travel and Harley-Davidson motorcycles, that was just a great day that I'll never forget, and I really hope I get the chance to ride and meet up with him again. I also lost a couple good people this year. My good friend Bill passed away, and also my uncle passed away, and that's two guys that I'm gonna miss riding motorcycles with. I also took you to a few events. We went to the Cheap Thrills Chopper Show in Asbury Park, New Jersey. That's every year in February, so it's coming up soon again. It's a great show with a bunch of old choppers, a lot of hand-built, garage-built stuff. And it's run by a bunch of great people. I'll be there again this year. If you're in the area, Cheap Thrills at the Asbury Park Convention Center. That's a great show that I go to every year. Another event I did, which I've been doing every year for the past 10 years or so, is the New Jersey chapter of Rolling Thunder. Ride for veterans. I did that again this year. You can look, there's videos on all this stuff, so if you want to look back and see any of them, go check out my channel, go look in the playlists. They're all broken down between traveling, events, and such, and you can check them all out. My favorite event of the year, and anybody that knows me, I'm not a big fan of crowds. You know, I'm not really a rally guy. We went to Laconia a few years ago. I lasted about 15 minutes. We bought a t-shirt and we left. You could keep Sturgis. I mean, I've ridden the Black Hills in the off season, and South Dakota is absolutely beautiful, but to go to Sturgis and deal with the crowds and try and ride the Black Hills with all the trailer queens that don't really ride, and they trailer their bike out there and get all dressed up and make believe they rode out there and just don't know how to handle the curves. That's not my thing. I apologize to the trailer people. You know, you do what's right for you. Actually, I'll help you out. Anybody that trailers their bike, subscribe to my channel. You can learn how to ride across the country. I kid, kinda. So where was I going with that? So my absolutely favorite event, one that I will put up with the crowds for, is the Race of Gentlemen, otherwise known as TROG. I went down there for the weekend in October and just had an absolute blast. That is an event you have to check out. Okay, you remember the Race of Gentlemen video, right? One more time in slow motion. But in all seriousness, man, that is an awesome event. If you like old bikes, old cars, just the drag racing on the beach, they have car shows, bands, everybody's real cool. I would, if you're close to New Jersey or can be, I would definitely think about checking out that event. And of course, the biggest accomplishment this year is my buddy and Bobby and I, we finally finished our goal of riding through all of the lower 48 states in the United States by motorcycle. We had 6 states left to hit. We set out to do it in June, and man, that was a wild trip. We rode in rain, hail, sleet. We had to wait out snow, freezing temperatures, you name it, we rode in it. But we did it. We finished our goal. We filled in that map, all 48 states, ridden on our motorcycles. And of course, that trip was dedicated to Bobby's brother Keith, who he lost when we were on the road. But that was just an awesome goal that we were able to complete. And there's no other person I'd rather finish it with than Bobby. And we have plans for next year, and that'll be in another video. And overall, I'm happy to say I got the chance to ride the shit out of both of my bikes. I put a lot of miles on both of them. I don't know exactly how many, but I will say it wasn't enough. It's never enough for me. So we're gonna try to ride even more next year. All right, let's see, what else did I do this year? Got a speeding ticket? Dumped a girlfriend? Was that last year or was that this year? I can't remember. But that's something I do every year, so we'll leave that in. In all seriousness though, guys, it was an awesome year. We are up to 400 subscribers. I thank each and every one of you for that. Let's try and keep this channel growing in the year to come. If you just stumbled upon my videos or you're not subscribed, please hit that subscribe button. There'll be more motorcycle content to come. If you have friends that like motorcycles, share the channel, let them know about it. Let's try and keep growing into 2020. I want to wish all you guys a very happy, healthy new year. When the clock strikes 12 tonight, let's forget about all the bullshit of 2019 and move forward and make it a great 2020. If you're gonna go out tonight, be safe. If you're gonna drink, don't drive. If you're gonna drive, don't drink. Once again, guys, thank you for all the support throughout the year. I probably forgot a lot of stuff. I just wanted to give you a quick little recap. I will see all you guys in the next video. Have a very happy new year. Later.